You ever wonder why you didn't get a particular girl or why you don't get the girls that you want in general? Well, it's probably because you're making one of the 5 deadly sins that destroys your progress. And today, we gon' fix that. What up, homie? My name's Dave, and I put out new videos every Tuesday and every Friday to help you get the girls you want and become the man you're meant to be. Now, I was actually checking my analytics the other day, and I realized that a lot of you guys are watching the videos but haven't yet subscribed. So if you want to be a real homie, do me a big favor and smash that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so hard that that shit breaks. It really helps the channel. I really appreciate it, and you're gonna be a homie forever. Anyway, I see a lot of guys out there consistently struggle to get the girls that they really want, and it affects so much more than just their dating life, right? It impacts their confidence, and it even affects their belief in themselves, which makes it hard to really flourish in other areas of their life. So today I'm gonna show you why that's happening, why you're not getting these girls, and how to fix it. Let's get into it.
I'm ready to go. I got to go. I'm gonna tell you all about it. Watch me now. I'm ready to go. Look out below.
So if there's one thing I've seen that holds guys back almost more than anything else, it's a total lack of action. Guys will sit there reading books for hours. They'll watch YouTube videos for hours. Appreciate that, bro. But what you gotta realize is you can read all the books in the world, watch every single YouTube video out there, but it ain't gonna get a girl to, come up in your house, sit on your lap, and, make that magic happen with you. If you want that to happen, you need to go out there and find that girl. You gotta go out there and take your own action. Like, I just went through this with one of my students. He was telling me, Dave, I feel bad, I'm struggling, I'm not making the progress I wanna be making. And I'm like, man, it's because you're not taking any action. You're not going out there and approaching girls. You're not trying new things. You're just sitting there reading and watching the material and just going through a bunch of different brain experiments with it, and that's it. So I said, listen, here's what you gotta do, bro. I want you to go out there today, go find somewhere in the city to go and approach at least 5 to 10 girls and report back, let me know how you did. He said, man, okay, I'm gonna go try. And I said, no, man, there is no fucking trying. Go out there and do it. Go out there and make it happen, because that's the only way you're gonna learn. And he came back, he said, Dave, you know what? You're right, man. I went out, I approached these girls, I had a great time, I learned a bunch, and I feel a lot better for it. Matter of fact, he ended up meeting up with one of those girls later on, having a date with her, and hooking up with her. And I said, man, it's crazy how just taking a little bit of action can start like the domino effect of positive momentum in your life. And then, in a space where everything felt bad, everything now feels rosy and feels like you're building on something, right? All it takes is that one day of action. So if you've been holding back, I want you to stop waiting right now. I want you to go out there, take some action, go approach at least 3 to 5 girls, report back, drop a comment below, let me know how you did. Let's make this happen, bro.
Is it so hard to understand that there's still life that moves and bends out there that's not you?
Now, bro, a lot of guys don't get the girls they want, and especially that specific girl they want, because they feel like they're on this journey of improving with women by themselves. They feel like they're in it alone. They don't have any friends who are trying to get better, and that journey, going on this journey alone can feel really difficult sometimes, and a lot of guys just give up. I felt like I was alone when I first started my journey, and it definitely made it harder to progress and get to the level that I wanted. And bro, that's exactly why I created my brand new free Facebook group, the Confident Casanovas, in order to bring you and a bunch of other like-minded guys who are also trying to improve together to connect a bunch of potential wingmen, and also so that I myself can step in and help support you and answer your questions when you're really struggling. And we now have almost 600 guys in there from all over the world. Everybody's supporting each other. It's a great environment, and like I said, I'm in there commenting, I'm in there posting new content, so you can connect with me up in there. So if you want to join the Confident Casanovas Facebook group, which I highly recommend if you're serious about improving with girls, just hit that first link in the description, and bro, I'll see you on the inside.
All my
life I've barely spoken. Your words have been so broken. I've been under your hypnosis. Why did I sip that potion? I'm so done with holy ghosting.
Man, one of the most attractive qualities you can have is self-awareness. And this is something that, you know, from talking to a lot of guys really lack this. Like, they'll go out, they'll get rejected, and instead of objectively looking at the situation and saying, here's how I got rejected, here's what I could have done better, here's how I'm going to improve, they see that rejection as sort of like a testament to why they fucking suck and why, like, they'll never be good with women. And it's like, bro, you can't do that. But by doing that, you can slip into a negative spiral that can be really hard to climb out of. So what you need to do instead is look at these situations objectively, like we talked about, and remove your emotions from it. It reminds me of different times in my life where I've had friends call me out for doing dumb shit. Like maybe talking too much about myself, talking too much about girls, talking too much about travel. I've had a history of doing a lot of dumb shit. And when people have called me out for it, I could have gotten really defensive and like really hurt by it and really emotional about it. But instead I tried to look at it objectively and said, okay, am I doing too much of this? Maybe. What can I do better? Well, maybe I can stop and talk about something else or focus the conversation a little bit more on them, try to be more empathetic. Said, okay, and that's what I started doing, and I got a lot better in different areas of my life as a result. So if you can do that, you know, remove your emotions, become more self-aware after your interaction with girls, and especially after you get rejected, it's really going to help you in your future interactions, and it's going to help you to eventually get those girls that you really want.
Now I'm rolling through the city, living at the top of my world. Waking up to new views in the morning, up under my girl. Yeah, this is what it feel like.
So another thing I've seen is a lot of guys get hyper focused on attaining a specific outcome, and in doing so they lose sight on the journey, and this really hurts them in two different ways, right? First, it gets them so hyped up on the outcome that they can't be outcome dependent. So they go out there talking to a girl and they need it to work out so badly, because if they don't, they're gonna be a failure, that they can't pass any of her shit tests. They can't actually be present in the moment, and it's kind of like they've already failed before they even go up, right? They don't really have much of a chance because they're so out of the moment. And the second way it hurts them is it causes them to downplay their wins in a pretty big way, right? So just the other day I had a student tell me, yo, Dave, I went out tonight, I finally made some approaches, I approached 5 girls, had a great time. I'm like, bro, that's awesome. Like, you finally went out, you proved to yourself that you can do it. Now you got to keep building on this and keep making it happen. He said, yeah, he was all excited about it. Then later that night, he hits me up and he was like, I was thinking about it, man, and you know what? Like, I approached some girls, but I didn't bring any girls home. Maybe it was kind of a failure. And this is exactly what a lot of guys do. They say, yeah, I went out and did this, but this didn't happen, so it wasn't really that successful. But when you downplay your wins, you lose motivation because you don't allow yourself to build on your successes. And building on those successes is what's going to get you further in the journey. It's what's going to get you better with girls faster. And it's what you need to be doing. So instead of downplaying your wins because maybe it wasn't, you know, it didn't meet your expectation, what you need to do is celebrate the wins, even if they're small, because they are going to make a difference.
I'ma give it all I got, like 23, I stay on top, I do it like it's my last shot, we grinding every day.
So a lot of guys will look at the way they are now and their current success with women and think, okay, this is just how I am, I'm always going to be that way, and it's never going to get better. And their results, they usually follow suit, and they don't really ever end up getting the girls they want. That's one thing I think that separated me from a lot of other guys who didn't end up improving, whereas I did make those big improvements. And it was that I always knew that I was gonna make it, that I was gonna become better with girls. There was no doubt in my mind. I knew the journey wasn't gonna be easy, and there was gonna be some rough patches along the way, but knowing that I was gonna make it and knowing that I was gonna be my own hero made it easier to go through those down periods, because I knew, hey, this is just a blip on the radar, like a little bump in my story on the way to the top. And the same thing has happened with YouTube. Like, there's been times where I thought about quitting YouTube when, You know, I've had really difficult periods when like my channel wasn't growing the way I wanted to, or this or that. But, you know, I've always known in the back of my mind, like, hey, I'm gonna make this work. I'm gonna make this happen no matter what it takes. So I keep plugging along and I don't let those down periods stop me. So yeah, man, that's what you gotta do. You gotta develop that unshakable belief that you are gonna make it, that you know it's possible, and you're not gonna stop until you get it done. This is gonna get you through those bad cycles and those bumps in the road that always come along, and they're part of the journey. But you're gonna see them as part of the journey versus just seeing them as like proof that you suck and that you're never gonna get anywhere. By having this faith in yourself and this faith that you can do it, you don't allow your negative beliefs to take over and really make you sour about life and sour about everything. Because when that happens, that's when you're pretty much screwed. Now, bro, if you're ready to start taking action and develop that big time faith in yourself, then check out this playlist right here. It's gonna show you exactly how to destroy your approach anxiety, approach any girl, and start taking your dating life to the next level. Let's keep it going. I'll see you right there, homie.